What up, 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 what up? Facebook. What's up with y'all, man? Hey, I had to cut y'all off earlier in the conversation that we was having, so I've come back on to try to finish some of the things that I was talking about. Let me start over again with what I was talking about. I'm going to share some things with you. I've decided to talk about some different kind of stuff that is somewhat controversial, I guess, to some people. But I decided to come on here and let you just see some of the things. So um, here we are getting at it again. I've designed as I go. I'm getting better at putting the logo up and getting that stuff on the design side. It may be too much. Let me take the top one off because I have it up there multiple times. Let me see if I can get that off the screen. Kind of like it up there, and one at the top and one at the bottom, I guess, to be able to get done. So here I am again, getting ready to talk about. I was talking about our history and how they're trying to erase our history. I don't want to belabor the point of being able to say and do whatever it is that we're doing. I wanted to come on here and, like I said, we talk a lot of stuff about people trying to erase our history and do all of that. Uh, my camera freezes up sometimes, and we'll get it working right. Uh, let's get the camera ready and working to be able to see you, to be able to do whatever. I think we're jacked up and logged up and frozen up right now. I don't know if you can hear me or talking to me. Let's see here. Let me take it off here. My computer is really tripping right now. My computer is really tripping. Let me log back into my right camera, get everything set up on you guys for you to be able to see me, and that's that. So we're here again, and like I said before, sorry about the technical difficulties and on the camera and all that stuff like that. We got it straight now. I'm getting ready to log on and have uh, the event page share. Hey, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys as far as everything is concerned. Uh, I wanted to share some of our history. So some of the black inventors. I talked about George Washington Carver, who was an agricultural scientist and inventor who prompted crop rotation and altered crops to cotton, which helped improve soil quality and agricultural productivity in the South. He has developed hundreds of uses for peanuts, sweet potatoes, and other crops. So that's one of the things that I wanted. Madam C.J. Walker was an entrepreneur and inventor who developed a successful line of beauty and hair care products for black women. She is often recognized as one of the first self-made millionaires in the United States. You know how we use hair care products. So Madam C.J. If you know, Garrett Morgan invented the three-position traffic signal, which included the stoplight position, helped to improve traffic safety. And he also developed the first effective gas mask, which was used to protect soldiers during World. And Lewis Latimer, in a nutshell, and created the filament inside the light bulb as he worked closely with Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell in order to get that done. So it has been my goal to ensure that we talk about these items and talk about our history because they're not talking about it. They're trying to kill our history. They're trying to kill the things that we do and our contributions to America. They're teaching them in a different way. So I don't, like I said before, I don't understand why it is that unmelanated people want to be able to say that when we talk about our history, that it is something that is divisive and uh, not conducive to our being an inclusive people. I don't understand that. Never have, never will. Uh, I'm okay with the fact that you may believe, but it's offensive, like I said before. Uh, I will, you know, I want you guys to see that. I want you guys to see our history. Those are just four people who we talked about that have made great contributions across America that we still benefit from to this day. But our kids, unfortunately, do not get to learn this because it's not taught in the history books. It's not taught in schools. It's not taught across what you call it. So I'm asking from all the people that I know to be able to uh, let's teach our kids. I've been guilty of it too, just going on with the flow of things, and because kids have so much that they have to learn. But I want my kid to be able to rattle off some of the things you're gonna learn today, because I'm gonna drop this knowledge and science off to you to be able to say to you that Black people have contributed to America, man. And one of the things that I talked about earlier inside my podcast was, you see me smoking cigars, you see me out here talking about all kinds of activities and things like that. Um, I just want to take my time and use whatever I have to enhance how Black Americans have contributed to this society. And I want my white friends to know that this is not a damnation of you, because I don't see how we can talk about the Holocaust. I don't see how we can talk about all of these other historical events that have happened and not talk about how Black Americans was treated in the United States of America. And it's not anything that caused divisiveness or thing. It happened. America has prospered. We have done things and have moved forward. Blacks have an opportunity to do many things inside of America. But the one thing that you guys have to realize is this, and it's true, whether you want to put it out there or not, or say that it is or not, whatever. I'm okay with that. I mean, we don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree on the statements that we make or how we go about it, but we have to work 10 times harder. I mean, that's just about us. Like I said in the earlier clip, I served in the military for 28 years, and I had to be 10 times better than the next person in order for me to be able to get promotions or do things of that nature. I just have. It's not a unfactual thing. It's the truth, and I had to do that. And what I want to say to you is to please allow our children to learn about how how impactful we have been in American society. Like I said, it is a gut punch to hear somebody say that, hey, we benefited from slavery just because we learned a trade. Okay, did that mean that we have to get beaten with whips, chained, uh, become somebody's property in order for that to happen? And yet, and still, we still contributed to America. We still contributed to the society that we live in and how we got down. We've really done that. And it's crazy to me that you will not allow us to have that reverence inside of America. You will say that it's divisive, that it's causing dissension, that it's doing. No, brother. It ain't about being woke. It's about being real. It's about you being able to say to us that we contributed. I joined the military 28 years ago so that I could represent those who came before me, because blacks joined the military so that they could show that they were not second class citizens, that they wanted to be a part of America's development. They wanted to show that they would fight for a country that oftentimes wouldn't fight for them. And after they done it, guess what they done? They come back from being in the service and got treated like second class citizens. That's true. There's no ands if and buts about it. I want to be able to show you that they that we wanted to be a part of this team. And they fought in wars, they fought in things, but only to come back and be relegated to second class citizenship, only to be relegated to inferior home loans, or doing because of the color of your skin, you're not credit worthy, or you're not this, or you're not that. But times have changed, and Black Americans are doing really well in the United States because of resiliency, because of programs that allow Black Americans to come into things. One of the things that I learned about was conservatorship, and that's what it was. That like when we created something back in the 1800s, or therefore we would have to have somebody white to be over us in order for that product or item to be recognized. And so therefore that conservator got the benefit of you being a talented Black American to where you created something. So therefore they benefited and profited off of your uh, uh, citizenship. And what happens is that when you when you're able, when you're able to do that, then you're able to face reality. You're able to come into contact with the things that you're doing, how you're doing them, whatever's happening, so forth, so on like that. Um, I just want the people around me to know that I am committed to uh, coming on here every day and bringing up something new so that you can see that we have contributed to this. We don't have conservatorship now. We don't have people benefiting from our ideas. Our ideas are making their own money. The partnerships that we're in now is because we want to be in them, whether they be white, black, Chinese, whatever it may be. We're in those partnerships because we want to be as of today. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful to see that we're thriving. I'm thankful to see that we have the ability to go to the next level. And I just want to say to you that uh, it's been done. Um, I want to know that we have created an atmosphere of going to the next level, making things happen, doing things into to help society move forward, and we have been doing that. We have been doing that. We've been allowed to participate. We have participated, and we have made some strides and great differences in what we do. Um, if you have something that we haven't recognized or do not talk about on a daily basis that you want to be talked about, I'm asking that you come on here, drop a note after the video stops or whatever it may be, and I will get it the next day and do whatever I need to do to ensure that that's talked about or done whatever. If you have a family member that's done something that's positive that we should know about, that we should talk about, that we should be able to do. All I want you to do is to be able to highlight Black contributions to the American society. I don't want to get off into anything negative and go back and forth or say this or say that with anyone. I just want to try to improve the the the, the ability to be able to say that. For someone to say, like the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, I know you guys are are um, for you to say that we learned a trade from slavery is so offensive to a melanated person. It's crazy. And then not to see outrage. We can talk about the Holocaust. We can talk about how Indians were treated. We can talk about all kind of stuff and feel like that we have to hide the way we feel about those type of comments. No more. I'm not hiding anything anymore. I'm not going to be that person that sits on the sideline and doesn't say anything to anyone because of the fact. If you sit up and tell somebody because of slavery, because my grandmama and grandparents was in slavery, that they benefit from it, that's crazy. Again, getting your ass whooped, your children taken care of, your women raped, all those type of things. If you think that that is moving forward and a positive thing, so be it. You feel that way, but I'm not going to feel that way. That doesn't cause divising. That's what happened in America. That's what happened to a melanated people that came across waters that was brought here. Everybody talks about different things, and you can call yourself whatever you want to. I have no issue with it. African American, black, whatever you want to call it. I call myself black because I was brought up in America, and I'm a black man, proud of who I am. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm proud of my family's lineage. When I go back and look at it, my family has done a great job of tracking our family history, our family tree. Um, I give all that credit and a lot of that credit to our cousins, our Angie, Loretta, Uncle Herman, Bev, Pam, all of those cousins that were doing that. I don't know if Bev, Pam, I know Angie, uh, Loretta, Sherry, Dolly's kids were a big part of keeping and printing. We gave them the information. We gave them the information. All our cousins did, and we tried to pour into that to be able to do whatever. And our family has tracked our family history and family tree back to the 1800s, which has been great for me to be able to see. I'm going to highlight that family tree and show some of the things that they've done. We've even created pages to where it comes to Upshaw Washington page. I'm a Clay, um, my aunt Doris, and everybody on that side of the family. Uh, 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 that they put together this tree. They put together our history. They put together our what you call us, and had that ready for our family. And it's been good. We've gotten away from that, and we've got younger people that are dynamic. We have become the older generation in our families now. So it's up to us to continue to do those things. I hope we can get back to that and update our family tree and be able to post those things and do whatever. But it takes all of us to do that. Look, there's no big eyes and little U's in this anymore. I just want people to recognize. I want my kids to know that we have contributed to America. That we have done a lot of beautiful things to contribute to the lifestyles that we live. And I'm sitting here watching the news now, and it's a protest in Florida over the Black History curriculum changes. Listen, we can depend on other people to highlight who we are and what we have done if you want to. If you think it's going to affect your businesses or do whatever, that's fine. I mean, you do what you need to do to take care of your family or do whatever you need to do. But I'm going to use whatever I have, my platform, to be able to highlight some of those things. And I highlighted 4 people today for you guys to be able to check out and see. Put it back on the screen here. George Washington Carver, Madam C.J. Walker, Garrett Morgan, and Lewis Latimer. Those are 4 people that if you don't know anything about them, I ask that you take the time today to go in and look at those people, look at how they contributed to America, and it was long lasting things. Madam C.J. Walker, like I said, was one of the first American millionaires, and it was due to the fact that she promoted black hair care products against with black people, and we still use hair care products. We are in a thing. Dudley was one of in North Carolina. Was one of the companies I was so proud of to see to be able to do that. They started their own hair care line off the back of Madam C.J. Walker, and it was just one of the most beautiful things. Now I don't know if they're still black owned or not, but they were a great company in North Carolina that really promoted blackness and black business and how they done all of that stuff. So proud to say that I lived in North Carolina and got a taste of that company to see what they were doing. So I'm proud of my tradition of being in the military. That so many black men have served and put their put their lives on the line. To be honest with you, about to say that they served a country that really didn't serve them, that didn't give them the due justice. But because of them, I'm able to sit here today, have this flag flowing behind me, wear this emblem and logo on my chest, so that we can move forward. I am so proud of the fact of who I am and what I do and how I go about into it. Look, guys, you can set up and say whatever you want, but if you want to make a difference, if you want to make change in America and how we go about doing our business, be the example. Let's teach our own kids. Let's teach our kids about our value and how we value ourselves and what our contributions to America were. Not just the fact that we understand what woke is or what you call it, all of that kind of stuff about Black Lives Matter. They do matter, but how we go about teaching our kids how to respect our heritage, our legacy is important. And I'm asking today, from the bottom of my heart, that your behind is going to learn today, and we're going to band together to be able to push this out here and push it forward for people to see. So I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking you to join this movement with me in order to um, be able to promote us. Um, let's connect, man. Let's get this out here. Let's start to put up a platform that shows people who we are, how we get down, and how we've contributed to America. Not just as what you call it. People set up and set out all the time. We got black business owners, man, that are doing great things here, even in our own city. And I'm in Oklahoma and many other cities. I want to highlight those people so that our kids can see that there are people out here doing things that are going to the next level. So I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking you, if you can, to my page, Tommy Clay. Look me up on Facebook. Just Talking with Tommy is across all platforms. And if you would, please, 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 please allow us to get involved with our history and talk about our history that in a way that is conducive to letting our children know that we were integral parts of America, that we are integral parts of America, that we are still building, that we are still providing, that we are still doing types of things that help America stay strong, and that we are contributing to society. So I'm asking that it is my deepest pleasure to be able to come on here and talk to you. You guys have a great day during your Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday. I hope I caught you during your lunch period so you can see this. But look forward to some changes about some of the way that we go about business and do the things that we need to do, highlighting our people and doing the things that we have to do. Just talking with Tommy is just something that's locally done right here, and I'm hoping that it catches on to the point to where we're able to function with what we need to do. Hey, have a great day. Do what you need to do. Become great. Let's show our people. Let's show that our significant contributions into the American society as Black Americans matter.